What's going on, YouTube? Q back here again with another video for you. In today's video, I want to talk about why the Integra Type S is so hated. Why y'all hate my car so much? I'm here to get to the bottom of it. So I'm going to ask some questions, give some factual data, and then we're just going to be unbiased. I tend to be pretty unbiased, at least I think so. So I want to get to the bottom of this. Why so many people hate on the Integra Type S. All it did was exist. So a lot of people just won't accept it for what it is. And I'm here to say that everything ain't for everybody. So I'm about to jump into my reasons for the hate. And then some of the hate I just don't understand at all. So I'm going to let y'all answer that. But that's what we're going to get into in today's video. So before we jump into it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, browse the channel. Let's jump into it. Huge shout out to the MOC. Got Blueprint 1LE, who was a Type S lover. We got Hunter Gang Nate, who was a Type S hater, owns a Type R. We got Race Car Friends, who is also a Type S hater, owns a Civic Type R. Why can't we all just get along? They're the same cars. But what is this car in its essence? It's a track car that can be daily driven. That's it in its most simplistic form. If you're looking for other than that, that's what this car basically is. It's a car that can be driven every day, and it really performs well on the track, even better than the Type R. They're about neck and neck, but the Type S has some, it came out later, so it has some advantages due to that. So the first thing that most people hate on is the price. Now, this is something that I actually hate about the Integra Type S as well, and the price is what it is. So this car costs $52,000, and well, they're all the same trim, but you get accessories. So there's no extra features, no extra options you can get. It's just accessories. So it is expensive for what it is. It's not the value vehicle. If you want the value, get a Civic Type R. If you can find one at MSRP, and that's a huge if, because those are far and few in between. It's very hard to find a Civic Type R at MSRP. Or if you want another value, for the Elantra N lovers, Elantra N, it does a lot of the same things that the Type R and Type S do, but it's a lot less cheaper, like 10 grand cheaper, probably 15 grand cheaper than the Type S. But this car is not cheap whatsoever. So I get the hate on that, because what you get in this vehicle, it has like 3 extra things that the Type R doesn't have. And it has heads-up display, better audio, and powered seat, just singular. And the Type R, to off balance that, has better seats than the Type S. But I can understand that hate, but there's some things I just won't understand about it. Well, since the FL5 came to the market before the DE3 Integra Type S, it has a disadvantage in my book, because it's the first year model and has some bugs to iron out. And actually right here, I got the Civic Type R's damping module. I installed it on mine because I wanted like the sharp edge, sharper handling. But that's not what I got. I just got a harsh, less compliant ride. So I put my Integra Type S module back in, the damping module. So check out that video if you were interested. If you got a Civic Type R, you'll want the Integra's damping module. But the Civic Type R, that's a disadvantage it has. It came out first, so it got that harsh ride. So with the Integra, they were able to stay in the lab a little bit longer to make a better overall car. Some people like the rough ride of the Civic Type R, but I prefer the daily driving aspect of the Integra. So that's one of the main reasons why I got one. And to be honest, I was looking for Civics, even when I had my A-Spec Integra, but the markup on it just killed it. So if it's a no-brainer, if you got 5K on the Civic Si markup, get the Integra. If you got 10,000 markup on the Civic Type R, get the Integra Type S. It's a no-brainer to me. But people tend to be loyal to the Civic Type R since it came out first. And I know Hunter Gang Nate, he got his first. He loves the Civic Type R, and he will give no play to the Integra Type S. Not even unobjectively, like, it's just unbiased love towards the Civic Type R. He calls the Integra Type S an old person car. My car will be his car. And man, I'm going to be going down to Florida to meet up with those guys in February. So I'm really tempted to drive my Integra down there, but that's a long drive. I'm gonna fly down there. But let me know in the comments if you want me to drive the Integra down there. I want to see that. So another reason that the Integra is going to be hated on is because it's front wheel drive. And I want to ask those people who hate on it because it's front wheel drive, like, have you ever driven one? Have you ever driven one of these at its limit? Because that experience like none other. Like, I've had more fun Integra Type S at the track than I had my ZL1, my GT350, and my M2 competition. This is the car that was most fun at the track. I could get it to the limits, and it rotates as well. Like, it does rear wheel drive things. You can somewhat drift this thing like this. It defies physics. So it is going to have some drawbacks. The front wheel drive cars do have, like, wheel hop off the line, and you just won't be able to take off just because the physics of a front wheel drive car. But I don't understand the hate. Like, some people say they'll never drive a front wheel drive car. I don't know, that's just closed-minded to me. I feel like you're missing out on a great vehicle. But if that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm not here to sway you either way. I'm just here to ask the question, why are you hating? So when the Integras first came out, there was a lot of comments, and I see this comment more so on my A-Spec Integra videos than the Type S, that people are hating on this car because it's not a two-door. Even though with the inception of the Integra, it was a four-door variant, four-door liftback. So I know in the highest forms, like the Type R, the Integra Type R, that was a two-door, but Honda doesn't have a two-door version of this platform. In the 10th generation Civics, they did have a Civic Si that was two-door, but they discontinued that because people weren't buying them. And if you're going to sell this car at $52,000 with two doors, less practical, less people are going to buy it. So it doesn't make a business sense to buy one of these. Like, I get that, but some people don't. Like, yeah, it would have been cool if we had it, but honestly, would you have bought one for $50,000? And the answer is no. Nobody would have bought it. Like, I barely bought this at $52,000 with four doors, and this is my daily driver. Damn good daily driver. But yeah, that's like delusional for me if you think they would build a two-door version of this, and they don't even have a two-door version of the Civic Type R or the Civic Si at this point in this current generation. So that's just unrealistic. This one is for 100 Gang Nate and race car friends. So they'll say the Civic Type R is special. Special. What is special, man? Because cars are the same. Like, I'll give it to you. You got better seats and the big wing on the back. Does that make it more special? If so, I ain't gonna argue that. But this car is just as special as the Civic Type R. Like I don't get how that car can be more special and this one isn't. Yeah, it was built in Japan, but for you to tell me, that's just like having a Japanese person and an American person building Legos. Like, everything is there. You're gonna tell me because a person can from Japan, they can build a car better? Actually, yes, that tends to be true because the statistical data kind of backs that up. Like, the Japanese version, the cars have less problems, but you're not having that many problems out of this car. Like, this Integra does have a couple rattles. The Civics have the rattles as well. Like, they're the same issues that we're seeing. Like, they're just assembling it. Like, all the parts are from Japan. You just got people from a different country assembling them. And then when we say it's special, like, the Civic Type R suspension is harsh. That don't make it special to me. That just makes it less enjoyable to drive. Like, they can make that suspension firm yet compliant, but it's harsh. And I hated driving with the Civic Type R's module in here. That doesn't make it special to me. Like, yeah, people say it's more limited, but honestly, I've seen a lot more FL5 Type R's than I have Integras. I've seen 2 more Integras that aren't mine. Like, I rarely see an Integra. I see Type R's almost on a daily basis. So with all those reasons, is it really, like, do we really need to hate on the Integra Type S? I do hate the price. That's all I'm gonna say, in the seats. But everything else is like, what's the hate? Are you just a hater? Do you hate it? Hate can be an obsession to some people, and I just don't understand it with this vehicle. Like, I appreciate Honda for making one of these, especially with the manual. That's something that we're seeing less and less of. And I'm more so impressed, the most impressive thing, that they were able to keep the weight down to 3,200 pounds. That is huge. So with this car, with all the electronics that it has, the sound deadening, and things that are extra than the Civic, they were able to keep the weight down and keep it within 30 pounds of the Civic Type R. That is a huge accomplishment, because nowadays cars are weighing a whole lot more. Like some of the cars that I mentioned earlier, the M2 competition I had 3,600 pounds, the SS1 Elite I had 3,700 pounds, GT350 3,700 pounds, ZL1 3,900 pounds. This car performs on the track at the level of an M2 competition. And that is insane to me, because this car being like, what, 500 pounds less, no, 400 pounds less, down over 100 horsepower, and can have the same track time. Because first thing I said, this is a track car, and it does that very well. Everything else is added to it, but this is a track car first and foremost. They put a little leather and stuff around here, a little Alcantara around here, but underneath all that, track car. And I appreciate that they did build it. Keep the engineering. It's hard to engineer a car with little weight. That is extremely difficult, because I don't know if y'all noticed, like I just mentioned, those cars, the weight just gets more and more and more, and to counterbalance that weight, they just put on bigger brakes, bigger rotors, wider tires. Things are going to be more expensive to get that, more power, where you can keep things simple and accomplish the same thing. Like, it's, I don't know, it's a marvel. This is an engineering marvel. I said that a few times before, but I really mean it. It's hard to engineer a car like this, that performs like this. The front wheel drive car that can swing out and drift. This is insane. I don't even understand how a Civic Type R person can hate on it. If you like your Civic Type R more than the Type S, I understand you 100%. But the hate on the other car, just because you like something, you don't have to push other things down. That's a, I don't know. You don't have to do that, long story short. But that's all I gotta say about the hate on the Integra. I'm just a person, I just don't understand hate. I'm not a person that has hate in my heart, but I just don't understand how you can hate on it, man. And I understand the dislike, but to just say, I hate that car, I would never. I just don't get it. Can't wrap my mind around that. But let me know what you think. Drop a comment. We'll talk about it in the comment section below. And with that said, I'm Q, checking out. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, browse the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.